Okay, Libra Rising, this is your forecast for June 2013. We have Mars and the Sun moving in your 9th house right now. And this is the house of higher learning, of beliefs, of faith, of travel, connection to foreigners, and also to the law as well. And so you may well be more in a mood to go and learn new skills. To look at your faith and see what is going on there. Do you believe, are your beliefs correct? You're going to be very active, maybe in going to church if you're very religious. You may want to travel now and contact people abroad and have dealings with foreigners. They may well be of great use to you. Not a really good time if you have any legal stuff going on now, because you may be a little bit aggressive, a little bit too assertive. So you can go with these things, but always remember, if you go over aggressive in any legal things, then it can be counterproductive to you. So remember this. Venus and Mercury are at the top of your chart, just moving into your 10th house of work and career. So relationships with bosses are going to be very, very good, and also with senior people. There's going to be a lot of paperwork for you to do. You may have a lot of social connections through your work, or maybe creative associations through your work as well. You might have a new creative project which you have to do now, or you might have a lot of phone calls at work, or communications, emails, all that sort of thing. Things are going to be very busy in your work life during June. Good thing too. Neptune is moving retrograde this month, and it turns retrograde on the 7th of June. Neptune Neptune retrograde gives you a chance to review things which are not quite working out as they should be. Neptune tends to degrade wherever it's moving through, and things will be confusing or not quite right. But now it moves backwards, you can see the light a little bit and find out exactly what's going wrong. And Neptune is in your 6th house of everyday work, of routine and health. So maybe your relationships with people you work with, the people you sit next to in the office, are not quite as good as they might be. Now is a chance to go back over the next month and 2 to 3 months and sort those relationships out. By the same token, your routine might not be going very well, and so therefore you might have to adjust that. Or your health might be not so good. Great chance now to review your diet, your health. If you need to see a doctor, do so. On the 8th of Gemini, or on the 8th of June, we have the new moon at 8 Gemini. And this occurs in your 9th house as well. And this is a chance for you to get a new skill, or start to learn something new, or to make new contacts, or to make that important travel plans for the future. This is a time for planting seeds which will grow in the future. On the 10th, 11th and 12th of the month, we have several formations in the skies between the planets which all connect up and bring a lot of intensity. We have a grand water trine from Saturn to Neptune, to a triple conjunction of Mercury, Venus and the Moon, which are going to be in your 10th house of work. So work issues are very much going to be in focus right now. That triple conjunction also makes an opposition to Pluto and squares onto Uranus. This is important because we're looking at work-home balance, how much you're working against how much you're spending time at home, and this will affect your permanent partner, be it your wife or the person you live with, you reside with. That relationship is going to change, and you're going to, it's best that you take a lead role in this, and you actively try to bring fresh impetus into your relationships, be them personal or professional, because if you don't, things will start to break up. On the 16th and 17th of June, we have a conjunction of the Sun and Jupiter at 25 to 27 degrees Gemini. This again is in the 9th house, the part of the chart dealing with higher learning and faith and travel, and so we have tremendous opportunity for expansion here, and you may well open your mind to new beliefs, new faiths, to new skills, to new travel opportunities, and to people all over the world. Spread your wings. This is a wonderful place for Jupiter to be. It is time to really connect with people. The full moon occurs at 2 Capricorn on the 23rd of June, and this part of your chart rules your home and family and connections. So you might find that you have to do things at home now to sort out, do some decorating, for example, change things around in your home environment. You may need to deal with family issues now. Something will happen within your family that is important, and you have to sort out. Also, your dealings with women as well are very important at this time, and you might find that dealings with a certain woman in your life will develop. Finally, Mercury turns retrograde on the 26th of June, and this is moving backwards in the 10th house of yours, in the part of the chart which deals with your work and career. So be very careful in checking all the details that you do at work, because if you don't, you will make mistakes. If you make mistakes, then you're going to get yourself in problems. You may also find that people you deal with in your work will maybe be confused by what you're trying to tell them. There may be messages that go slightly wrong. So this is a time where you could be very extra vigilant, I would say, when it comes to your work routine and everyday stuff.